currently has momentum. I think Polaris, though, they come from a Division 2, so it's not that big a deal if they win the first match or two.
No,
As in the top lane, by the way, we are going to see a suicide.
Well,
but in exchange for a kill for mid one.
Yeah, and maybe that's slightly worth it. It does give first blood over to Akashi, our friendly Akashi. He was going in for the kill.
Akashi is the person to look out for in this team. As mid one might actually die. Nice sprout there, saving him. Akashi. They didn't Coil and Blade in time because mid one, they'd put an extra tree there just in case. Akashi. They can see him with a tree soon. Mid one sees him just in time. It is nighttime, but you are still ranged.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what else is he supposed to do there if the Treant see him? Mid one just does the same thing and kills him, so...
Nah, he was dead anyway.
Yeah, he was dead. Over to threateningly pick up a tree, but Mac, he wants to drink this water.
He wants him. The water's morphing, the water's red. You don't want to drink that kind of water, or so they tell me, but he has the pulverize. You can always smash into a smoothie. That's what Mac will do. Takes the Morphling's life. However, Bach, he's rotated to die as he gets chased down by an Ember with a haste rune.
Yeah, nice kill secure there.
One of the issues of the Enigma these days is that you kind of commit to a fight and you're there for the rest of your life. And the Tiny might be in the same position. Moon lost his haste, but one more Sleight of Fist not even needed.
Moon, no.
Nah, he's fine. Oh wait, never mind. Here's a down mana.
Yeah, that's going to be the difficult part for him there. Just shy on the mana, no chance to get off a bottle sip in between. And I think Mac's going to get a bottle refill courtesy of Bach. Nope.
His button's the last part that can actually be hit.
Okay. It's a little bit unfortunate there, but it'll work out. Oh, especially if they just kill Boomy.
I mean, yeah, they killed Boomy with Wrath of Nature. They also had a bit of a combo there with Pulverize now. They should be able to murder the Mirana.
Oh, mid one.
Now mid one joins. The spread is useless, of course, because of the trample. And because of the Arcane Curse, never mind, they still catch up. Cogs as well, Sleight of Fist. That's one dead, two as well.
Oh no, mid one.
Akashi's joined. He's level 5. He got the kill mid one.
In the sprout.
And now he's threatening Moon. It's a very early rotation.
I don't think so. I think Moon's threatening him.
But he has the enrage though. He's gonna be. Oh, not if he uses it like that. Not if he uses it like that, Richie. They have the Searing Chains with the Rocket Flare. Wait, the team fight's still going. Boomy with a toss back. Sends back the Clockwork. Throw the tree. Moon at least is capable of TPing back home as Hookshot misses from Afu. Bottom lane, they use the Black Hole, by the way, to CDR. Chidori avoids the onslaught, though, and now waveforms himself to safety as he leaves Paulson to die.
Moon said, I have had enough of this clown fiesta and just TP'd on only to come back immediately with the Rem.
Morse code now, right?
That could be. Oh, there's the Wrath of Nature.
Mac,
Root, arrow, just throw everything.
All the stuns, yeah. Don't bother chaining them, just stack them.
I mean, it got the job done here, and now mid one showing up to this fight with Maelstrom ought to be able to push for this mid tier 1 tower.
I can't really tell if SMG has a plan like I was stating in the previous game, or if they're just fighting where
the plan right now is just general chaos away from the vicinity of Chidori, and it's working. He is just vibing.
Yeah, and this arrow chains combo was really good. So good that Paulson just has to walk into the avalanche before killing Boomy.
I mean, that's just fine. Maybe they even catch CML. Hookshot on 25 seems a little bit unlikely. Oh, not unless there's another hasted Ember.
He just keeps finding them, huh?
Yeah, he does. Can't stop finding him.
That's CML got found now. Found and exposed.
To do my best Avery impression, this man is doing his best Quincy or CCNC impression, just picking up all the runes. Difficult. They have mech. They feel strong fighting into that, but Afu, okay, he wants to dive towers.
He does. Global Silence has been used, and Afu is now stuck in his own cogs and will die in them, but Moon is coming to join. Arrow with the Searing Chains, however, the probably blocks the arrow.
That Wrath of Nature, though, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't. Oh, they did force out the mech, otherwise he'd be a dead man. Exclusively playing around this mid lane for the past 5 minutes. It's enabled him to just continue accelerating his game. And look, he just sees anyone on the map, and he's going to kill him. This isn't even DD Rune active, by the way. Just super easy, right? Yeah. And it's just so much more map control. You have Chidori farming the entire map, as well as mid one farming the entire map behind you. And this Ursa Warrior and Mac are forced to try and find and split the farm that's left between them. I mean, SMG, they're just going to run away with the game at this rate.
Look, Mac in a solo position once again.
He is extremely dead.
And because this keeps happening, it makes the Primal Beast feel like he's not really a hero, because this is the moment he's supposed to dominate. So you're right, the Ember seems much more impactful right now. Yeah. And it's all because of it. It's going to block the smoke, this seems like. Boomy runs right into it. Sure, you can kill Paulson, but it's a waste of a smoke.
That could be something.
That's much better. If they can get Moon, this would be huge.
No avalanche, though.
Great onslaught from Mac. And a good timing on the global silence. That was on point. Polaris
Really good stuff. And 2 big items just got purchased immediately, by the way.
They missed the hook shot too.
Good hook shot. Yeah, Mac turned around to farm.
That's a target. They cancel the black hole in time. Gleipnir, counter initiation from mid one. The Polaris on clockwork, not going to be too impactful. You already activated better assault anyway. Wait for Chidori, and they want to kill the Enigma first. Bok finally falls. As in the backlines, they do start mid one. So it does seem to be a pretty fair trade for now until they get Boomy, and now maybe the bear. What's going to happen here? Chidori, no longer a tiny form, actually gets onslaughted. The hook should have canceled this, and that's going to save him and get 3 kills at once there. Incredible play from the clockwork. Afu deserves all the credit for this fight.
Moon with a good amount as well. I would say the same for Paulison, who does manage to leap in there, landing a couple nice arrows and a big old says Afu, jumps right back on in there. It's really a whole team effort, but I think Chidori with a real heads-up move there. Can they kill Chidori here? Global silence? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he's going to die to the pulverize.
All right, nicely done.
He stayed there a little bit too long. After all, it is becoming the dead lane whether this tower falls or not at this point. They're committing too many resources to it. But they got so much out of it, it's not that big a deal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, mid one has a full Gleipnir already. They're going to throw a hookshot onto Kashi if they see him, and Moon has a DD as well as a Yule Scepter. A phenomenal item, of course, for kiting around a bear.
Oh, hookshot as well. They're going to cogs push him. Nope, not even needed. They just maximize the damage with that rocket flare, and instead, they rotate to the top lane where Boomy has been found with a Sprout. Gleipnir as well, keeping Boomy in place. Running towards them is the Mirana. Paulson is going to use a scouting arrow, it seems like now. Finally off cooldown. Boomy. Oh,
he jumped into the Sprout.
He jumped into the Sprout, which of course gets vision. And they don't even require the arrow because the Sleight of Fist finishes him off with double damage.
He was like a cat to a box, just couldn't help himself, just jumped right in there.
He's still stuck in the cogs, not even trying to break things, his attack speed is too slow. Gleipnir. Now they do dispel the Gleipnir immediately, which allows Bok to help out, and in fact with the Malefice, they're able to kill off Afu. They push him back with the Onslaught, and put him back into the Midnight Pulse.
I saw a Meteor Hammer get channeled there for a second. Am I losing it?
I think you are.
Someone have a Meteor Hammer?
No, that's what the Onslaught looks like, my team alone.
And it was crazy because I built 3 of them in my own inventory. Someone else built one too.
That was a Warlock game I saw recently on Reddit. Someone built 3 Meteor Hammers on Warlock. Which makes sense because, you know, Golem, Meteor.
Yeah, the stats are just too good, honestly.
Right.
If only you could channel 2 things at the same time.
I knew you were going to say that. The chaotic one is being Winter. As hookshot finds CML.
Target.
Cogs push back into the arrow.
Yep.
Extra style points for that.
Another rune, by the way, for Moon. I think he's only lost 1 after they killed him, and it was a regen rune taken by a support from Polaris, so not even too impactful. This arcane rune, I don't know if they can really go for a tier 2. They have an Aegis on Chidori, but he's not really that big. Back.
Okay, into the onslaught. They've done this combo before, and it doesn't seem to be a greatest combo, but it's fun.
That's Ags, actually, for mid 1, by the way.
Oh, and revealed as well.
Mm-hmm. So everyone got rude.
They pulverize him, they use all their spells on him, doesn't want the style for a single dispel, and apparently doesn't even need it. He actually waveforms instead, and in fact, they think they can go on the enemy team now. They kill CML, mid 1 joins as well, Gleipnir, and we've already used Grief, so Bok can't dispel it just yet. Wrath of Nature also been committed. Can someone cancel his TP? Bok, there we go. Hookshot plus Searing Chains will guarantee he stays here with the fam to play.
Yep. Rocket Player is going to let SMG know that there are no more heroes here in the area for them to go hunting for. But, I mean, I guess Polison's building up the 4-staff. Yeah, it's not bad. I love Yules against bears.
Yeah, me too. I agree with you. It's just that he needs to do it for Black Hole. Like, I guarantee you that's what he's thinking. As in, Moon gets killed in the mid lane, but Chidori's still fighting this, hoping to finish off Boomy, and he does. They've actually let the Ursa go. He did TP in time. So Akashi will be fine.
Arrow in a couple of seconds, but the Eidolon's here to tank.
They were looking for it. Ember should have a remnant right the black hole. They were trying to toss him into it, but it didn't work out. And now they have to use a Pulverize, but the Pulverize is in awkward positioning. Moon can still get away. All the BKBs have been committed by Polaris, and only Afu's died. They're trying to regroup under the tower, but they have no resources here. All they need to do right now, if your SMG, is heal back up. Chains for Akashi. Global Silence now gets committed. The one you talked about, Richie, and they have no dispels, which means they just have to wait it out. And apparently, that strategy is working. Akashi still in trouble. No enrage this time. Is just gonna die. They're not afraid of the Enigma. They're just trying to kill him in time, and Bok will fall in the trees as Mac, the final target, gets hit by his clone and dies as well. 3 cores, 3 corpses as Boomy goes into the trees, tries to avoid being seen, and will succeed because there's nothing to cancel his TP.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff there. I think there's one more fight going on. Moon is hunting down for CML, who tried to go to the the Ancients, but is still going to be taken down instead by mid one. A 4-4-2 trade with both supports from SMG.
Gets the hook shot, Cogs pushback, Gleipnir as well. That's a poor Tiny left behind with a 4-staff, maybe.
Oh, no.
The two supports just die in tandem.
They cannot afford to lose the Silencer. He is too important. He got Save Your Buddy syndrome there. Unfortunately, he and the Tiny both will still perish, and that means there's
probably the saddest moment for an Ursa player.
Oh, you know what they say. Every time, what do they say? A baby cries, an angel gets its wings. Hold on.
That is not the same. Is it? A baby cries? A bell rings.
A bell rings.
A bell tolls, right?
I don't know.
Angel gets his wings.
Everyone is dying on the side of Polaris.
So many babies crying, so many angels.
Yeah, whenever an Ursa core has to buy a shard, you know, someone goes to look.
Oh no, they got dispelled. Oh no, the chances, they're leaving. They're fleeting.
There it
Black
is.
hole! There's the
is.
excitement!
He got
4 people! That's what you wanted! But they just don't have damage!
Oh no.
The black hole was beautiful, the damage was lacking. Chidori will finally lose his life. But life number 2 is where things get crazy.
Oh, the toss back. Oh,
the toss. Oh,
the toss him in place. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. It works. Chidori fights back. 1v5. It's his turn to shine. He kills 1, 2. A third is left behind. It's actually the bear. They took him for a walk.
What did he do with it?
But this bear, he doesn't have a leash. Now, instead of being unleashed, he's unalive.
All right. Well, he's got buyback, so he can unalive himself.
Oh, true.
What is
Will he do it? What is he waiting for? The buyback.
Moving with a couple huge tossbacks this fight, trying for the third, and he's got him.
Toss back, chain feeding, it might just be happening. Gleipnir hooks out to cancel this, and the Morphling is back to be free. Chidori, though, is full strength right now, so doesn't actually deal much damage. It's going to be enough to kill Mac and
Oh,
Boomy.
they've reached the bear.
They're going for CML as well. The bear's